23rd of February, Rabbi Levitt, Gemora. Hello again, Rabbi.
Hi, hello. So Phil is on his way.
I think, didn't he say he was going on a trip?
Yeah,
Oh, he's on his way on his trip.
yeah, he's got a week in Florida.
Right.
Okay. So we'll carry on over here. There's Hashem.
And nothing is fluttering. Great.
Yeah, it's better in this room. Yeah.
Flutter free for the moment.
So we're on today, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, so we are on Kuf Hey Amid Base 105B. Wow. On our way, we're marching on our way to the
Right.
to the Siyum of Maseches Bava Kama. So
I think we got a few years till we get to see him.
well, we did. Yeah, if you want to go back and do the first, go back and do the first two prakim. We didn't do the first two prakim because we thought they were. First parak is very difficult. All about drushes and quite difficult. But anyway, yeah, we'll see what to do.
Hashem will guide us.
Hashem will guide us. Be'ezus Hashem. Yeah. All right.
I mean, he got us together, didn't he?
Very true. We got her all together here on the Zoom. So now,
One thing about the group, we all work together.
Baruch Hashem.
And that's what they say. That's what it's all about.
Beautiful. Very nice.
All right. So which page are we going on now?
So we're on 105B, and we're already on the lower half of this page here. On the we're gonna go again from where we left off yesterday. We'll go over it again. Tanya Amar ben Azai. See where Tanya Amar ben Azai is?
Yeah.
First word.
Alan is on a right-hand column, bottom of the right-hand column, 105B2. 105B2. Right-hand column, the last paragraph.
Oh, okay. I'll do it. The Gemara turns to the law of witnesses who falsely deny under oath having knowledge of testimony that could potentially have helped the litigant. Tanya, it was taught in the Brisa. Omar ben Azai said, Shalosh Shavuos Hain. There are 3 cases involving false oaths uttered by a witness to the status of a lost article. These occur when he swears that he has no information regarding the lost article. He bore below yet in fact he had recognized the lost article but not its finder. Below or he had recognized its finder but not the article itself. Low bore below or he had recognized neither it nor its finder. I think that's what we finished off last time.
Maybe you should read the next.
All right, the Gemara wonders about the Bryce's last case. Low bore below or you say that he had recognized neither it nor its finder. Koshtar Isha Toba, but then he swore truthfully. Why does Ben Azai mention this case?
Gemara, yeah. And then it's one more sentence.
Okay, the Gemara therefore amends the Brisa. More call bor uva mots or say the last case as follows. He had actually recognized both it and its finder. The Gemara asks.
That's it.
Okay, good.
Okay, so we're talking about a shvua that's made by just trying to get the facts of this case here. It's not so clear to me. Is this person who's making the shvua, did he find the article or he just knows where it is? Or is that the difference between these different cases over here that we have? In other words, Ben Azai said that there's 3 shvuos. There's three shvuos in regard to a witness that made a shvua. He doesn't know any edus to say about this lost item. So it sounds like we're talking about he's the one that found the lost item, though.
No, not necessarily. The footnote says that he's a witness, not that he necessarily found it. Reuben lost his animal and says to a witness, I adjure you to tell me information that you have about my animal.
Okay, maybe we should read the Rashis, and maybe the Rashis will clarify exactly what these 3 shvuas are that Ben Azai is talking about. So the first Rashi is Shalosh Shvuos Hein. There are 3 shvuos.
Okay, let me see if I can find that.
It's just a few lines up from where we started to read in the Gemara. First words on the line. Hikir Shalosh Shvuos Hein.
It's about, have you got the art scroll there?
Yes.
It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lines down from the grey line, from the top of the grey strike.
On B2.
On B2, yes.
I see it, thank you. Shalosh Shavuos Hain. Three. There are three oaths. Ba'duach.
The edus,
I'm sorry. The edus. Aveda, witnessing of a lost object. She hashvi'a es head im ra'is es aveda say the Amar love the achach hoda. So he testifies about a lost object. That I don't know, what is this word hayad?
ha'ed,
Oh, the witness, if the witness, if he saw the lost object, and he said that he didn't. What is this abbreviation?
ve'achar kach,
And afterwards, he admitted.
right? So there's three shvuas, the edus aveda, in regard to the one who testifies about a lost article, sheheshbia es ha'ed, that they administer an oath. Heshbia is causative. They cause the witness to take an oath. Sheheshbia es ha'ed, and what is the shvua that he takes? Imru isa es avedasi. If you have seen my lost item. So really, the way we look at it as that the claimant who owns the lost article, he's the one who administers, so to speak. He's making, in other words, a claim in the Beis Din that the Beis Din will have the witness give a oath on this issue. Imru isa es avedasi. Have you seen my lost item? V'amar lav. And the witness says, lav. No, I did not see it. And I guess the point is that he's going to swear to that as well. And after having denied and sworn to the denial, Hoda, he admits. Okay. Now, okay, so I guess there's three shvuas that are in regard to this topic. And now now Ben Azai is going to, I guess, enumerate the three that there are. In other words, the first one is hikir bo below bimotza. So In other words, so there's two variables over here. There's the variable of hikir ba, and we're going to see what that means. And then there's the second variable of below b'motza. And then we're going to have the other way around, b'motza, below ba. So that's the first variable is not present, and the second variable is. And then there's the looks like the then the third case, the third possibility is neither one of them. Lo ba below b'motza. So those are the three cases with these two variables. So what are these two variables referring to? So let's take a look at the Rashi. The next Rashi, we're working Lou hard today over here. Lou's going to have to get paid extra for all of this work that he's doing. And he certainly will,
I have
right?
to take a break. I've got a delivery coming.
Okay.
I'll be right back. Hello?
Okay, so we'll start over here. Reading this Rashi. This is the Rashi Dibra Maskil Hikir Bo below b'motza. So you see that there's two different things over here that we're talking about, two different variables. There's one called Hikir, that he was Hikir Bo, and then there's the other variable is b'motza. So what are these two things?
Sorry, hikir ba means.
So the word hikir means to recognize. To recognize something. Hikir ba is the to hikir it, or literally it means her, but that's just because there's no such word in the Lashon HaKodesh as it. It's either him or her. Everything is either him or her. There's no such thing as it. So, but the ba is hikir is who is the one who's recognizing, is the aid, the witness. He's the one who's hikir ba. He's the one who's recognizing in regard to this aveda, this lost item, that it belongs to the person who's claiming and demanding a shvua out of this witness. And then the next part is velo b'motza. What is that referring to? In other words, the lo means that he wasn't a hikir. He was hikir ba, but he wasn't hikir b'motza. Right? The word hikir, even though it doesn't appear over here in relation to the word motza, it's implied that that's what we are referring to. He was, in other words, we would say it like this: the witness was hikir ba, meaning the witness recognized that the aveda of that this ba, he recognized it, let's say in this animal. Let's say we got an animal over here, and that would be why it says ba, as opposed to bo, which would be masculine. So he recognized in regard to this animal that it is an aveda, a lost, and he recognized it's an aveda of the person who's the claimant demanding the shvua. like for example, you would have a case like this, that the witness saw he saw his animal, that he was walking around in the chutzner of Ploni, but he happens to know, the witness, that, oh, this animal is Bessie, and he knows that Bessie is the horse of this Shmerel, who's the one who's the claimant in the case. So he's hikir ba. He recognizes the animal. He recognizes this animal as being owned by Shmerel. Below hikir b'motzah, but he doesn't recognize b'motzah. What does that mean? He doesn't know who is the one that the animal's chutzner is in. He doesn't know, in other words, who's the Baal chutzner that the animal is walking around in over there. He sees Bessie walking around in the chutzner of this individual, but he doesn't know who's the owner of that chutzner. But he recognizes Ba. He's hikir Ba. He recognizes. He says, "Oh, that's Bessie. Bessie is Shmerel's horse." So that's the first case. Hikir Ba below b'motza'ah. Now, the word motza'ah means the one that found her, the one that found the behemoth. So he's hikir in the animal, the identity of the animal, who its owner is, meaning. Below hikir b'motza'ah, he doesn't recognize who is the one who found the animal. The one that found the animal, that's what he's doing. That's what Bessie is doing in this chutzner of this person, because he found Bessie and he put her in his chutzner. So that's the first scenario. That'll be the first Rashi over here. Hikir ba v'lo b'motza'ah ha'aveda she'amar. This aveda that the witness is talking about, she'ra'ah osa, he saw this aveda, he saw Bessie maleches b'rishus acheres, in a different rishus, not the one that's owned by Shmerel. Eino yodea mihu, but he doesn't know whose rishus she's walking around in over there. That would be one example. And Rashi brings another. Alternatively, Hoda. Also, now this is already the second case that Rashi's talking about. Now the second case is called b'motza'ah. I'm reading the words in the Gemora now. So you see the words in the Gemora say b'motza'ah v'lo ba. Already in the second case, the Gemora is not even bothering to say the word hikir on either one of these variables. It just it already figures that you got the hang of it already, and you know that we're talking about this witness. Does he know this and does he know that? So we're saying he's, in this case, he's hikir b'motza'ah. He happens to know that this is Beryl's chutzner below ba, but he doesn't know in regard to this, in regard to the aveda over there. Meaning to say, he knows that chutzner that this aveda is walking around in belongs to Beryl. He knows the owner of the chutzner, so that's called b'motza'ah. He's hikir b'motza'ah below ba, but he's not hikir. He doesn't know or recognize ba in her, in the aveda, the animal. So that scenario back in Rashi, Oshahoda Ohoda, or he admits, Shehikir b'motza'ah, he knows Beryl is the one who owns that chutzner, he's the one who found this animal, and that's why it's in his chutzner. Below ba, but he doesn't know that the Aveda, he doesn't know the animal. What doesn't he know about this animal? He doesn't know that this animal, he recognizes this is a lost animal apparently, because he knows that Beryl doesn't own that animal. He knows that Beryl is he's a businessman. He doesn't know any animal. He doesn't own any animals. So if he got an animal in Beryl's chutzner, so he knows that that's not Beryl's animal that's in the chutzner over there. He knows Beryl, and he knows that he's a businessman, and he knows that he doesn't have any animals. So this animal, which is in Beryl's chutzner, is lo ba. He doesn't know. He doesn't know the owner of that animal though. That he doesn't know. Lo ba means he doesn't know who the owner of the Aveda is. And we could say even more exactly, he doesn't know that the one who's claiming to be the owner of the animal and who's in the Bezdin and who's demanding a shvuah from him, he doesn't know that that person owns the animal. So he's prepared to swear to that. I'm prepared to swear to the fact that this is Beryl's chutzner, that the animal I see is in, but I do not know that you are the owner of the animal. I don't know that. That's the second case. Says Rashi, Ohoda shehikir b'motzah. So in other words, so these Rashi is pointing out that these shvuas, in a sense, are an admission. He's admitting to knowledge that he knows, and then he's claiming that this other piece of knowledge, the identity of the animal, who it's owned by, he does not know, and he's swearing to I think he's swearing to both of these 2 points. Ohoda shehikir b'motzah v'lo ba v'hayalo loima ish ploni motza aveda ve'eni yodea im shalchahu. And he should have said, ish ploni motza aveda. Beryl, he found this animal, ve'eni yodea im shalchahu, but I do not know whether it's belonging to you, the one that is the claimant in the case. So that's the second case. Well, and then Rashi says, "Ube'ed echad kamayri." We're talking about a case over here that this witness, there's only one witness over here in this case. There's not 2 witnesses. If it'd be 2 witnesses, they don't have to swear to anything. 2 witnesses don't need to swear anything. Their testimony itself speaks for itself, right? Al pishnaim edim yakum davar. So the fact that each one of them, so to speak, corroborates the other one's testimony. But here, when you only got one guy who's swearing, one guy who's testifying, so the claimant, he can demand a shvuah out of that guy and say, swear to what you're testifying to. So that's what he's swearing to. The third case, Rashi didn't tell us anything about the third case. I guess he figures we figured it out by now. So the third case, back in the words of the Gemora, lo bo lo b'motza'ah. Not in the animal and not in the finder. Meaning to say that now this witness is swearing that he does not know, that he doesn't know who's the he doesn't know Bo, meaning that he does not know who owns the animal, that he's testifying that he's seen walking around in this particular chutzner over here. That's basically his testimony here, right? He's saying, I saw this animal over here walking around in this chutzner. Okay, on the right in Rehov Kfar Ivri 18. That happens to be my address, right? Okay, but I don't have maybe I have a chutzner that's big enough to have an animal. I don't. Depends on how big the animal is, but anyway. So v'lo b'motza'ah. So this other person is testifying that he doesn't know the owner of the animal. He also does not know that I own the chutzner. So in that case, I would be the one who is claiming the animal, and or rather, no, I'm just the one that I would be the defendant in that case, because he's the defendant is saying the claimant is saying the defendant stole my animal. It's in his chutzner. And this witness over here is saying, it's true. I can testify that I saw this animal walking around in the Rabbi Levitt's chutzner, but I don't, or actually he can't say that. He's not saying that here because he doesn't know. He doesn't know whose chutzner it is. He can say, I can testify that I saw this animal, right? And I saw him walking around in there's not too much space to walk around there, but he was moving around in this chutzner, which is located on Rehov Kfar Ivri 18. But I do not know who owns the animal, and I do not know who owns the chutzner. That's the third case. But the claimant, in other words, is the purported owner of the animal, and the defendant is me, because he's accusing me of guzzling his animal because his animal is in my chutzner. Maybe I shouldn't use me for an example, because it sounds like I'm a goslin. Chas v'sholom. Okay, those are the three cases. So now, now we go to the next shlav in the Gemora. Do we have any time, by the way?
Yes. 5 or 6 minutes.
5 or 6 minutes. Oh, okay. Oh, here, the exit of the screen. Oh, I got my time now. 12:25. Oh, but I got this junk over here. 1 second. Let's make that. Let's improve that. No, 1 second. Full screen. Oh, see? Full screen, it stops. That's interesting. Why does all that junk stop when it goes full screen? Don't know why, but it works. So we'll do it.
So where are we reading from now?
So now we're reading. It says lo bo below. We're restating the third case, and we're asking about it. Lo bo below b'motza'ah. Kushta ishtaba.
Right. Who's reading?
You're reading. Would you like to read, Roy?
Okay. All right. So, lo bo v'lo b'motza'ah kushta ishtaba. You say that he had recognized neither it nor its finder, but then he swore truthfully. So what has been, as I mentioned, this case, therefore the Gemora amends the Brisa. Amor bo Uvamotsuya say the last case as follows: it actually recognized it, both it and its finder. Gemara asks, Lamai halakha so regarding what application of the law does Ben Azai mention that these three cases exist? Two opinions are cited. Rav Omer, Rabbi Hanina. Rav Ami said in the name of Rav Hanina, Liftor, he mentioned them for exemption, meaning that the witness is exempt from the offering for offering a false oath regarding testimony in each of these cases. V'Shamuel Amar, but Shmuel said, L'chayuv, he mentioned them for liability, meaning that the witness is liable to the offering in each of these cases.
Oh, so that's what the issue is when we say chayiv and potter. Having a once he admits that he admits that he denied that he claimed the witness swore falsely. So now there's a question of maybe he is chayav a korban shvua, an asham. So according to Rav, Ami, and Rabbi Hanina, he's potter. He's potter on the korban shvua. But according to Shmuel, he's chayev. We have Rashi over here. We have one Rashi, liftor. That's what Rabbi Ami said in the name of Rabbi Hanina. Lou, would you like to read liftor?
I'm sorry, I can't. I'm still waiting for this guy to call me back.
Oh, okay.
That's about finished anyway. If Torah is what?
Liftor is to exempt. He will be, they ruled to exempt this witness in this case. In other words, even though what happened over here, yeah, when the Gemora asked Lamai Hilchasa, so what's the halacha? In this case with Ben Azai's three shvuas, is he going to be chayav a korban asham for swearing falsely, or is he going to be exempt? Is he going to be pater from a korban shvua for swearing falsely in each of these cases over here? Right, again, the three cases are, the first case was that he recognizes who's the owner of the animal, but he doesn't recognize who's the owner of the chutzner that the animal is walking around in. Second case is b'motzo v'lo. He recognizes the witness. He's swearing that he recognizes the owner of the chutzner that the animal's walking around in, which is not the chutzner of the claimant who claims to own the animal. But he does not know, doesn't know who owns the animal. And the third case, the Gemora wanted to say lo bo v'lo b'motza, that was the third case. He doesn't know anything about who owns this animal, nor does he know anything about whose chutzner the animal is in. Doesn't know who owns that chutzner. On that, the Gemara says that cannot be the case because kushta ishtaba. he's swearing in that case of lo ba below b'motza kushta ishtaba. He's swearing truthfully. He doesn't know any edus. So the Gemara answers, okay, you're right. Well, let's say that the third case that the Bryce is talking about is Bov Umotza'ah. He's the aid is saying, right? In other words, if it can't be that he's swearing that he doesn't know anything, because otherwise, if so, then what's he testifying about? Well, I could think of what he's testifying about. He's saying that he saw this animal here in the chutzner at this address. He doesn't know who owns the animal, and he doesn't know who the chutzner belongs to. Perhaps we could say that if he doesn't know either of those things, then he's not qualified to testify. Maybe the Gemora understands that. Is there any I mean, because why is it that he swear? Why is it that he swear? Why is it the Gemara is saying he's swearing truthfully? Maybe he's not swearing truthfully. Maybe he does know.
The notice here is, as noted above, the Torah prescribes a variable chutzner's offering for a witness who withheld testimony that would have enabled a litigant to win a monetary case. When there is but a single witness, his testimony in itself would at best have rendered the defendant liable to take an oath, and it would not automatically have won the case for the plaintiff. Although it is possible that the defendant would have been disinclined to swear falsely against the witness and would therefore have conceded liability and paid, that payment would have been merely an indirect outgrowth of the witness's testimony. Withholding testimony that might cause the litigant to win his case does not render a witness liable to the offering. Rabbi Eliezer maintains that even swearing falsely about testimony that could have caused a monetary gain renders the witness liable to the offering. That's
Okay.
the closest that we've got to.
That's all they say. They don't explain why it is that he's swearing truthfully here.
No. Something about winning in money. There's a general principle according to some to name, see above, whatever, where the Gemara means to apply a related principle. Testimony with the potential to cause a litigant to win money is equated with a testimony that would directly win him money. See Rashba and Ritva to Shavuos, who discuss whether these issues are necessarily interrelated. According to this principle, if a single witness under oath withholds testimony that could help the litigant win his case, that witness is liable to the offering for his false oath regarding testimony. Don't know if it helps you.
No.
A bit more along those lines. Referring to third line, referring to the Gemara a bit further down. Yeah. Not much further. Anyway.
Okay.
So
I have to figure that what's going on with that one. All right.
it's for Sunday.
For Sunday. Yom
Well,
Rishon. Okay. Very well. Oh, it's already 36. Okay.
I think there's a street called Pelayoes.
Yeah, where?
I'll look it up. I think it's in Baka or what do you call it? Around that area somewhere. Javier.
Uh-huh.
I saw it in an advertisement for a house.
On Peleoit Street, huh? Wow.
I think it was. It'd be interesting to see. Be a nice street to live in. I bet most of them don't know why it's called Peleoes. They won't know their obligations in living there.
Maybe you should have to go there, Roy, and inform them. They won't be living a life of ignorant bliss.
Might be better off for them. Might be better off for them.
Okay.
Okay, then. See you tomorrow, Matt Hashem.
It's Hashem.
See you
Thank you. Sorry, I was not participating too well, but appreciate.
Okay. All right, then. Bye for now.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye. Bye, Roy. Bye, Lou. Bye, Alan.
Right.